Morning, I'm here with another quick update from the latest Winsford Town Council meeting. So here's the important bits, but in plain English. First up, there was a really nice moment at the start of the meeting where Janine McLaughlin received a belated Mayor's Oscar Award for Young Carer of the Year. Well deserved and great to see local people being recognised as always. The first discussion of the evening was around the local plan and the neighbourhood plan. Now I know planning isn't exactly the most exciting thing in the world, but this is important because it helps shape the future housing and development and where it goes. Neil Homer came along to speak about it and explained that Cheshire West and Chester have published their timetable. The current expectation is that there'll be a public consultation in the autumn, formal submission of the plan around December, and then an independent examination next spring or summer. One thing that came out of the discussion is that because there isn't enough housing land supplied nationally, it often puts developers in a stronger position where they submit plan applications. That's why getting these plans right is so important. Neil answered plenty of questions and will be coming back to future meetings, so there'll be more opportunities to ask questions. Only 8 out of 15 councillors turned up to this meeting. It's becoming a bit of a regular issue and understandably frustrates those councillors who attend meeting after meeting and put the work in. We weren't quorate to start with, and when residents come to see what's happening and then they see that the meeting can't start because there isn't enough councillors to start it, it does get a bit disappointing sometimes. During the open forum, there was discussion around the Guildhall. John Maylam spoke about getting the trust formally established so work can move forward. Bob Barn attended from New Images, explaining why funding support is so important for the work that they do with the young people in the town. Their grant will need to come back again next month for approval. So at Townfields, there's new benches and bins being installed and the project there is nearly finished. They're just waiting for the Bug hotels to go in now, and it is looking rather dashing. The old phone boxes on Station Road and Delamere Street are still waiting to be wrapped, but they are ready for new life as defibrillator locations. The defibs have arrived, but the council is looking for an electrician to connect everything up. So if you're a qualified electrician or know someone who is, get in touch with the council. Reelshaw Meadows, we're still waiting on planning permission to extend the car park, and there's also a new notice board and map being installed. Recreation grounds have seen some improvements too. Solar panels are now up and running at both recs. Painting work has been done at Wharton Rec, ready for Armed Forces Day, and both sites have had a good general tidy up. One thing I think looks really good is the planting on Hill Street. This was completed with help from pupils at the Grange School, Oakview Academy and Wharton CRE Primary School. They've done a fantastic job, and it'd be great if we can help keep these areas looking amazing too. So financially, the council is broadly where it's expected to be. Spending is slightly ahead of where we would normally be at this point in the year, but that's because some larger projects have already been paid for, including the work at the Guildhall and the improvements at the recreation grounds. Historically, this balances out throughout the year. Disability Pride Month is being supported by the council, including flying the Disability Pride flags and raising awareness on social media. Armed Forces Day is taking place next week on the 28th of June at Wharton Rec Ground, and that's going on from 11 AM to 2 PM, and it's shaping up to be a good day. A Party in the Park returns on the 25th of July. This year, the Town Council has taken over the organisation of the event and wants to continue building on what's already become a popular day for local families. There's a couple of other local events that are happening too. A recycled craft fair on the 18th of July at St Chad's Church Hall, and something you really shouldn't miss if you're a dog lover. New Images are having a dog show on the 12th of July, which is open to everyone to attend. That is going to be a great day. Okay, back to the Guildhall, because I know lots of people are asking about it. The next step is creating a trust structure that will allow funding applications to be submitted and hopefully speed up progress. The council has also agreed that security work needs to happen quickly, including boarding vulnerable windows to prevent further damage. The big question that still remains is what the building's long-term use will be. And that's something that will need to be decided in the future. There was only one planning application discussed relating to the Little Lane development, and councils agreed to maintain their previous objections. Finally, there are a couple of exciting projects agreed in the confidential section of the meeting. The council has decided to move forward with a new mugger at Walton Rec Ground using part of the existing hard standing area. And perhaps most excitingly, Winsford is set to get its first panel courts right here. 2 courts will be developed at Oval Rec Ground on the site of the old tennis court and the unused training bowling green. The aim is to make them more affordable than other paddle facilities in the area and give local people another way to get active. So that's the latest from the Town Council. As always, if you've got any questions, thoughts or concerns about anything, please drop them in the comments and I will do my best to answer them. Until next time, take care.